morning, friends. Good Friday and Easter is just around the corner. It's coming this week. And in our programs this week, we're looking at the theme of forgiveness. The first word that Jesus spoke as he hung on the cross was the word, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. Is there someone in your life whom you need to forgive? The story is told that Robert E. Lee was passing through Georgia after the Civil War, and he came by the side of the road to a woman who wanted to make a complaint to him. Her property had been ravaged by the Union troops, and they had left a tree still standing after they had pretty much emasculated the tree, and the tree had no hope that it was going to survive. And this woman stood before Robert E. Lee and complained bitterly about what the Union troops had done and about what had happened to her tree. And finally he said to her, "Madam, I have a piece of advice for you. Cut it down." You know, when we live in the past with its disappointments and with its grievances and with things that have been done to us that we wish had not happened, we can descend into a pit of depression. We can be people who are not easy to get along with and who are always remembering that grievance, that wrong that somebody else had done to us. Forgiveness allows us to wash that out of our system. It allows us to take the antidote that God offers of saying to another person, "I forgive you." And to say to that person, "I forgive you," even if they have not asked for forgiveness. In fact, as Jesus hung on the cross, no one asked him for forgiveness for having crucified him. And yet, forgiveness was at his initiation. It was at the initiation of the one who is wronged. Jesus' forgiveness from the cross is God's way of saying to us that we are all under his amnesty plan, that he has forgiveness for us when we have done wrong, and that even as God forgives us in Christ Jesus, so we may forgive one another. If you don't have a church home this Easter, we invite you to worship with us at Central Assembly or one of the other many wonderful Assemblies of God churches in your neighborhood or in the towns spread across this great southwest Missouri, northern Arkansas area. We're going to have two special Good Friday services, one at noon on Good Friday and the other at 7 o'clock. And the noon service will be one that features music and the meditation on the 7 last words of Christ. And the Good Friday evening service will focus upon the greatest life ever lived. Then on Easter Sunday, we invite you to be our guest at our 10:30 worship service as we talk about Jesus, our friend forever. I trust that this is a wonderful week for you, a week in which God makes all things new.